Over the past 30 years, we have consulted on graffiti vandalism and protection to architects, builders, public works, and professional contractors involved in building maintenance around the world. Mostly, we were called upon to clean graffiti from buildings after graffiti had occurred. And whilst this could be done quickly and perfectly using our world's best graffiti removal system, we were often dismayed at the choice of exterior building materials specified in urban areas that were highly susceptible to ongoing graffiti vandalism. Even more troubling was the frequent use of so-called permanent anti-graffiti coatings on the exteriors of buildings that were intended to make the removal of graffiti easy. If you look around your city now that I've mentioned this fact, you'll easily find examples of failed permanent coatings, which have turned cloudy, peeled, delaminated, or just objectionable over time due to the damaging effects of UV sunlight and changing ambient temperatures. You've probably heard it yourself from people touting these coatings as the latest and greatest of technology and having had extensive lab testing done, but somehow they hadn't been on any building long enough to be able to prove themselves for any reasonable length of time. These sorts of coatings, which come at great cost to building owners, are usually totally unnecessary. They always promise to make cleaning graffiti easy, but somehow don't. I know it's hard to believe, but more often than not, they can actually make graffiti removal more difficult in the long term. And when they fail, you have a monster on your hands if you ever have to remove them. Epic fail. Yes, there is a genuine need for long-term, low-cost graffiti protection that will help speed up removals. These include natural building surfaces that were never ever intended to be painted over, such as important historic or delicate buildings, split-face rock, brick, cinder block, limestone, sculptures, porous decorative feature walls, as well as structures made from raw timber. For all of these situations, we recommend our world's best graffiti coating. It has been specifically designed for the protection of natural building surfaces against graffiti, pollution, salt spray and grime. This amazing product is a virtually invisible, long-lasting, anti-graffiti coating guaranteed to work perfectly every time in conjunction with world's best graffiti removers. The reason that it lasts so long is that it becomes an almost living, breathable, flexible barrier that actually reinvents itself daily in accordance with the changing outside temperature, much like a skin. And the beauty of it is that it's so easy to apply. Even if you make a mistake during application, it's very forgiving. Simply brush, roll, or preferably spray on world's best graffiti coating to virtually any porous building surface to form a long-lasting, invisible protective barrier. In the event of any graffiti vandalism, graffiti can be quickly and easily removed with hot water alone, as seen here. For even faster results, an application of one of our graffiti removal products will have it done in half the time. Once graffiti is removed, world's best graffiti coating can then be quickly and seamlessly reapplied for future protection, even if the wall is still damp. We have 3 golden rules for graffiti protection. Firstly, the best coating for paint is paint. Although it's possible to remove larger graffiti from a painted surface, it is often far quicker and easier to simply colour match and paint over. Don't even think about a coating. Smaller graffiti can be easily removed with our product called Sensitive Surface Graffiti Remover, or our wonderful graffiti safe wipes, without the need for specialised protective coatings. Secondly, any coating you are thinking of specifying must be proven to work as intended and have stood the test of time without behaving badly. Inevitably, it'll disappoint your customer if not. Lastly, unlike permanent coatings, if for any reason in the future you need to remove this coating from a building, you must be able to do this quickly and inexpensively without risk of damage to the building surface. World's Best Graffiti Coating has been tested on buildings around the world for over 15 years. It is a pleasure to apply and makes removing graffiti quick and easy every time. It's even being specified for historic or important buildings around the world. Best of all, it always leaves building surfaces looking perfectly natural, the way they are intended to look. Graffiti removal should always be quick and easy. After 30 years of hands-on experience, we can confidently recommend World's Best Graffiti Coating as the most versatile, durable and pleasurable to work with coating available. Thanks ever so much for your support. Always remember you can call on us with any questions or visit our website for further information. Sorry to be the bearer of such bad news when it comes to permanent coatings put in the most inappropriate of situations, but just remember, please don't shoot the messenger. This is John Rose signing out on behalf of Urban Restoration Group.